Nice day out. Seeing what to shoot today. What are we going to shoot? 44 Magnum, 9mm, 410, 45 ACP, 357 Magnum, 12 gauge, 20 gauge, 38 special, 44 special, and 22 long rifle. All of these are out of one gun. So this is a 12 gauge over under. And these are called subcaliber inserts. This one's in 22 long rifle. You'll notice it's not in the center. It's a little bit off. That's because it's a rimfire cartridge. The striker can't, or the firing pin can't hit it right on the center. It's got to hit it on the edge. So it goes in a little off to the side. This was the first shotgun I bought when I got my PAL. Short little 14-inch over under, 12 gauge. And one of the features about it is, didn't really care for it at the time, but it's got iron sights. It's got a Picatinny rail too. So I thought, fuck it, try scope out on it. 22 long rifle. Actually fairly accurate. You have to go in and fish out your cartridge. I'm actually quite impressed on the accuracy of it. Let's try some of the others. Next up in line, 9mm. Impressive. I only came out and sighted in the 22, so I don't know where any of these are going to hit. Let's go up the line. 357 Magnum, but first we'll do 38 special. So when you line it up, it's got a bit of a ridge on it, and there's a spot there that doesn't, and that's for your extracting, so you can get your fingernail in there. But you got to make sure that when you line it up in the barrel, that it can still get pulled out. Otherwise, you got to get a ramrod and go down the other end and knock out the insert. Okay, here goes. 38 special. That's a hit. 357 Magnum. Wow. I love 357. One of my favorites. Let's keep going up the line. Okay, in terms of power, we should have actually went for this one first, the 45 ACP. It's not as powerful as the 44, but we'll save the 44 closer to the end. .45 ACP. .45 ACP. That's a big fat bullet. That's a hit. Let's keep going up the line. 44 Remington Magnum, another one of my absolute favorites. I love this cartridge. And we'll start off with 44 Special. This is a subsonic load. Let's see how quiet it is. It's a 300 grain, so it should ring that steel still pretty good. Ah, miss. Not very powerful though. Probably shot low. Was intended to be quiet out of a longer barrel. 44 Magnum. This one should be a good show. Love it. So this is the 410. It's also used for 45 long Colt. I don't have any 45 long Colt. So you could see that the barrel is rifled, which doesn't make sense for a 410. But short range, it'll help. It'll help more on the 45 long Colt. So one thing about these adapters is you have to keep your chambers clean. I don't even think I've shot this 410 before. I've had these sets for a few years. Yeah, one problem with these adapters, you have to keep the chamber clean. So if you were going to shoot one of these subcalibers, it's probably best to just find one and stick with it and not be changing them out every round like I'm doing. And certainly once you shoot 12 gauge, you have to clean that bore pretty good. Otherwise these inserts will not go back in. So let's see if that helps. No, it doesn't want to go. I don't really want to force it because once it gets in there, they're hard to get out if they're stuck. Let's try on the bottom. Oh, it'll go on the bottom. Because it's an over-under. Okay, 410. Bottom. I have no idea if these are going to hit anywhere near where I'm aiming. And shooting a shotgun with a scope, yeah. I see some splatter out there. So first trigger I had it set. I could select between them. But first trigger was set to over. I could have set that down to under. Whew. Okay, the last insert to try. 20 gauge. This one is not rifled. It's smooth and obviously not choked. That one goes in the top. That 410 popped out of the bottom barrel pretty easy off camera. 20 gauge. Pretty damn cool. Easy extraction. And last but not least, .12 gauge, no insert, straight in. No problem there. What it was intended to do. So it's arguable that using these inserts are not going to be accurate, which is fair to say because the gun was intended to shoot 12 gauge, not any of these other calibers. But in a pinch situation, I use all of those different bullets up here, and with the scope on, I was able to hit my target over there. My gong. It's a 12-inch round gong out there. It's about 25 yards. pretty cool. Let's try some other stuff out. Come back to 357 and 38 special. 38 special wad cutters. These in my single shot rifle. 22-inch barrel. Subsonic, very quiet, super quiet. In this, I imagine it'll be quite a bit louder. Not horrible, it's hitting. I'd like to set these up on paper and see how just accurate they are. It's actually aiming at the bottom of the plate there and it hit it, so it's pretty cool. And that was at the top corner of the plate and it hit it and it swung the edge of the plate. That is pretty good. I don't expect super great accuracy, but I'm hitting this plate. That's the 357. She rocks. Again, hitting the plate. Bottom edge of the plate and it's hitting it. Too cool. I'm gonna have to start packing this around. Good blinking fun. So this is actually the set. It's the Chiappa. It's called the Excalibur. You could buy it as a kit with another over-under shotgun. It's over-under 12 gauge over 22. You can get over-under 20 gauge over 22 with 20 gauge inserts, but not as many. And that's them. The 22 I had to buy separately. I bought it from another company. And I got rid of the 40 Smith & Wesson because I don't shoot 40 Smith & Wesson. This one also comes with a 380 ACP, which I don't shoot. So I'll probably look at trying to trade that off to someone and pick up another one that I would use. You can get up to like 7.62 by 3.9. And I think I've heard of 4570, but they're a little harder to get in Canada. So I brought a whole bunch of 9mm with me, trying to burn these up. I loaded them and I was trying to make some subsonic loads. They were actually turning into squib loads in like in my PC carbine, and it led to a lot of problems. So try and burn them up out here. Hopefully we don't get a squib. Nope, that wasn't a squib. Hitting pretty good. Not super loud. And I'd love to get this on paper and just see how accurate they are. Like a 9mm out of this, you know, that might be like a good little round for a rabbit running around. Or a grouse. Depending on how accurate it is. But even just going out with some family and friends, like you could sit around and shoot just cheap and not fast. You could take your time with it. And this is a small gun, so it's a lot of fun. So I've got 3 different loadings in these 9mm I'm trying to burn up. 3 different types of powder. Let's go till we find a squib. And right there is my gong. So I just walked around a little bit shorter, probably about 20 yards. Ooh, she's tight extracting. I think it's just getting a bit fouled. Obviously it wasn't a squib. Squib is the term used for a short-loaded, like it doesn't have enough power in the cartridge and it'll get lodged in your barrel. And if you're not careful, if you're not careful, you could shoot again. And if you have a higher power cartridge, it can blow up your barrel. In my case, when I found a squib, I found two. The first one, it shot out, but it bulged the barrel. I had to buy a new barrel for my PC carbine. And these are all reload 9mm, so I think they aren't head spacing properly. Now, if it had an extractor that was reaching in and grabbing it, it wouldn't be a problem, but they're getting a little too lodged in there for my fingernail. Oh, I can get that one out. This is pretty fun. I think I'm going to leave the scope on this little gun. This is my Leopold. It's one of my Leopold straight tubes. This one is a 1.5 to 4 power. Great little scope. And they are strong, so without a doubt, this will handle the recoil of a shotgun slug through here, no problem. So that's going to be one of the next days that I take this out, is seeing how close the subcaliber inserts are hitting towards a slug. If they're getting the same point of aim and point of impact, maybe this is a one gun does everything.